first off, I would like to apologize that it is taking as long as it is to get these other interviews out of the way. Um, what 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 can I say? It's summertime. Her coworker is literally like about to pop out a kid, and her days off are getting fucked up. It's honestly just a scheduling issue. Uh, this last this last run, it was actually my fault as to why we weren't able to go and meet up. That said, the second interview was that we were actually almost done with it. We had a technical difficulty with a dog biting a cord. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. I have that, but it leaves off at a weird spot. It literally leaves off with me calling her pathetic. Uh, uh, to post that or not, I can or not. But as we were recording that one, somebody else had posted another series of questions, which was actually really good. So I'm going to want to address that in the third one, hopefully, if we can get the schedules worked out. Her mother being in from Reno really is not helping. Alright, this one is actually to me, so I can actually answer this one. First question is for not sure me. Where did you meet, and how do I know her? Well, actually, we met at that nude campground I was talking about. She actually knows a few of the people I was referring to. She asked as to what I was doing when I started asking her some questions. So I told her about MGTOW, and she already knew about the MRM to an extent. But she is literally what I would like to call the poster child of what to be afraid of. She is essentially what someone needs to fear. When I was referring to the woman being her, that was against the idea of all the men disappearing. She wasn't doing so because she believes in men. She was doing she was doing so because she doesn't believe in women, and she wants a man to take care of her. A lot of this gets covered in the second video, but when I was talking about women in the MRM, she is what came to mind, and it was the thought of women screaming against feminism and pushing for traditionalism, specifically because it was easier on them and their life was essentially a vacation. She's actually said that a couple times, that she wanted to have a husband so that way she could just have a lifetime vacation. So don't fool yourself. She understands the score, but it doesn't mean she supports it. There's that a duality there that a lot of us have seen in women, and a lot of it is embodied in her. But anyways, we met at the nude campground. We met as a result of her mother, and as a side effect of that, we essentially have a mutual. I really can't say hate. It's a little too strong of a word, but we loathe her mother's very existence. So it's always good when friends can like just hate the same people. It's always easier and to know to know you are not being judged while you are judging others. It's always a comfort right there. Oh yeah. While we were there, we had hooked up. As far as other aspects of that, I think I'd rather have her. I'd rather have her answer other parts of it. Is she was one of the younger females that were there with all of the available pickings. Honestly, within about half an hour, we were going and rolling in the bushes. Yeah. Anyways, well, yeah, like as she has stated in the second video, we've known each other for a long, long time, and so if it sounds as though I'm leading it, it's only because a number of these topics have come up over the years, and more have come up recently as we've gotten back in touch. Seriously, we've known each other for a long time, but what happens is we go spans of time, like 2, 3, 4, and in one case, 4 years without speaking to each other. No emails, nothing. Like, you don't hear a damn thing. But that's the nature of our relationship, I guess you could say. It's more of a continued acquaintance that just spans over time. And it's not like we try to get in touch with each other, we just run into each other randomly. The very fact that I have this opportunity to go and do this, knowing her history, knowing her upbringing, knowing what type of hell she actually grew up in, and knowing the hell her cunt mother had put her through. There are aspects of all this that, well, when it comes to her, I'm not going to mention or discuss or lead into. If she brings it up, that's on her. But I'm not gonna do that. There's no reason to bring those memories back in. But let's just say her. I'm not a big fan of her dad. I don't know her father, but I've met her dad, and he's a piece of work. And her mother, well, what can I say? This is a woman who had gone around bragging how that back in the 80s she worked as a whore and her greatest love affair in life is methamphetamine. Yeah. Not exactly the brightest crayon in the box. So yeah, when the woman in question, when she grew up having a mother like this, she was actually intelligent enough to look at things, compare them, and actually use logic. Say, well, if you're saying this, yet you are demanding that doesn't exactly line up. That doesn't mean she doesn't like all of the benefits. Now, I'm going to ask her this later, but to be honest, from what we have discussed as far as MGTOW goes, honestly, it scares the shit out of her because she knows what's going on in Japan. She's going to college, and no, it's not the soft science. This chick is actually trying to do something. She's trying to evolve. She's trying to advance herself. She's working currently in web design and is going back to school for software engineering. So she's actually going into a STEM course, but once again, as we see, it's an office job. It's a desk job, or it's a job you can do at home. Once again, it is a leisure job. That is what she's looking at going into. She is currently working as a janitor, cleaning public bathrooms, like at the YMCA, the parks, a couple dealerships. So her job is literally to clean shit every night. Oh, fun. A couple of mechanic shops over in Dearborn. Oh yeah. not a pleasant experience from what I've overheard in her phone conversations. And she's not actually collecting anything from her ex-husbands. She is what some would call a Nawalt based on her circumstances. But if you were to go and actually try and put that title over her head, it would shatter in less than half a second. She is not a Nawalt. She is a realist. That doesn't mean she's not looking for a sugar daddy. All right. That doesn't mean she's not looking for essentially a soft science career. That doesn't mean she's going to go and learn how to change her own brakes. She still wants all of the benefits of traditionalism. She doesn't see any of the presumed benefits of feminism as being benefits, as being raised in the household that she was. She sees it as a crutch, and in many cases a danger. She actually attributes the court system to the rise in female deaths in Canada and here in America as a result of men saying, screw you, you're not giving me a life sentence. It's just easier to take a few years compared to a lifetime. Now, I know this has gone on a bit. I just wanted to get a few things cleared up. Have I and this woman been involved in the past? Yeah. That's an easy way to put it. That was a long time ago. A long time ago. And it was honestly the result of her mother. Had either of us had all the facts, had either of us had known what we were going to know in a month from then, no, never. Never would have touched her. But that is something completely different. It is mainly listening to this woman and her mother and her mother's friends and her friends. It is listening to them in their own environment while allowing them to feel superior to me. They revealed a lot. And I noticed this is a trend amongst all women. Any mangina that's out there, or any white knight that's out there, and is just kind of curious as to what is going on, All you need to do is listen. Don't hear, don't hear what they're saying, but listen to what they're saying. They will unload every secret on you. The fact that women talk about sex, all right, sex takes up about 80 to 87% of their day, depending on the day, and they fantasize about it, they talk about it, they have it, they think about having it, they plan how they're gonna have sex. It's like their lives revolve around their vag, and they think it's enough. Well, sorry, almost started rambling. I gotta get going. We're gonna try and get the other interviews up. Take a vote if you want. I can put the second interview up on YouTube, but it cuts off at a very weird spot. I was about to actually ask her to give her opinion on MGTOW on Mike, but since this is like 3 days later and I finally got a new mic, granted it's a $3 mic off of eBay, overnight delivery, yeah, so not very far away. I finally got it over here. So hopefully we can work out another schedule so we can finish up the second interview and complete this whole fiasco with the third. So, thank you. Have a good day.